What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chump Talk. That's a little Zach Bryan to start off your episode, which has easily been my favorite artist right now. Dunc, I know you agree.
Yeah, I've been listening to Zach Bryan for quite a few years now, and he's
popping off.
blown up.
Yeah, he's blowing off, and
How long has he been around for?
a little bit, but on the radio,
Over 5 years, right?
It was like 3 years ago when I heard him first, probably.
and he, I think his
At
first
least.
song just got on the radio within the past few months because that's when he's really popped off.
But country music doesn't, like, country music stations aren't, okay, well, I'm about to shit on country music, I guess.
Go for it. Get your thoughts out there.
Like, they just like playing like shitty, it's just like really
It's like the
shitty
pop.
songwriting.
Right.
It's just like if you say the lyrics out loud, sometimes it's just like, this is embarrassing.
If
But
you
Zach Bryan writes his own stuff, and if you read his lyrics, it's like, it's pretty impressive.
yeah, he's great.
So that's what I think of. That's why I stopped listening to country radio stations
If you
a long
did,
time ago, and
we talked
regrets.
about
No
it on
regrets. It's
last
mostly-
episode. But if you did become mayor of Wellesley, would you probably ban those stations in Wellesley?
no, you can't. I'm still for the people.
Right,
and
of
you
course.
can, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
Okay, what are thoughts on Thomas Rhett?
Yeah, I don't listen to Tom.
I'm
I
going
don't
to see,
listen
I'm
to
going
any
to see
of those
Thomas
guys.
in February.
Oh well, Dunc does not approve of that.
And like
I wouldn't
so
go,
like
but-
I always like you know the song where it's like one beer or
Yeah.
other half of me wants a beer
Yeah.
too.
Half of me wants a
I was like
cold
we were chewing
beer.
that song for the longest part or for the longest time.
Yeah, I was chewing that with you.
Freaking Thomas Rhett sings it. So I'll probably see it live.
Oh, yeah,
which
you
is
will.
hilarious because I hated that song when it came on.
yeah, you're gonna
But now
have
I'm like trying to get on board with the Thomas Rhett stuff, but no, I don't know though.
It's just cringe.
I
Half of
do
me
like respect
wants a
some of the
cold beer.
Like who
the
on
other
like,
half does.
Wants to or does to? Probably does to.
the other half does too.
I always think it says the other half. Like
Wants-
half of me wants a cold beer, the other half of me wants two.
Yes, that's what I originally thought it was.
That's what I
But
just
I
hear.
think it's the other way around.
Yeah, maybe he just wants 3 beers, but half the body wants 2 and half wants 1.
Yeah. Okay. Quick power ranking. Top 2 country artists right now. Just power rankings. Like the hottest.
For me,
I'm a questionable
Yeah, sure.
to even
But,
put Zach Bryan.
a
mine's
little bit
easy.
of public in there too.
mine's easy. It's Morgan Wallen and Zach Bryan right now.
Okay. But like
You're not wanting to put Zach Bryan in the country realm. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's not like he's got like 3 or 4 out, like probably like over 100 songs, and the radio stations play one of them.
Yeah, something in the
And I
orange.
don't think they fit into what the country music stations play. That's what
Yeah,
I was trying to explain.
but he's definitely more country than anything else.
Yeah, some people call it like Southern country, or I don't know what it is. Texas.
well.
Chris Stapleton's up there for me too, by the
Chris
way.
Oh
Stapleton
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
is very talented.
And I do have a ton
And
of
Luke
respect for
Combs.
Keith Urban too.
Luke Combs is awesome.
Luke Combs is great too.
Yeah, I don't mind Luke Combs, actually, his stuff.
But a controversial debate on this one.
Luke Bryan.
Do you guys listen to? Oh, is he
I
controversial?
feel like he's controversial with like country people.
Yeah,
like some people love him, some people hate him.
I'm not into him.
I was just gonna go the route of. Do you guys listen to country music in the winter? Because some people are like, no, like
Yeah.
only the summer. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to that in the winter.
No, I don't. It doesn't matter what season it is.
Yeah, for me too.
No, for me it does a bit.
Really?
Yeah, I would definitely listen to way more country in the summer. Like country feels like sitting around a campfire for me.
Yeah.
Like in the summer.
But even like if you're like, let's say you're like cruising around work or whatever.
Yeah, so especially because of Zach Bryan, there's been a lot more country in my cruising this,
Even in the
this time.
cold days.
Yeah, even in the cold days.
So you do listen to country music in the winter.
Recently, but
okay.
like any other past year, it would be more what I'm trying to remember the stations, but like some 91.5 in there I still like, but that's really gotten bad though.
Yeah, I don't listen.
There are like it is good to like find like the newer songs.
What's
in there.
Taz and Jim again? 95,
FM 96.
96.
Yeah, that's a good one.
95.9. Yeah.
Pretty much all I listen to. Matt knows it's
It's
pretty much a lock on the van
Usually
radio.
has that one going.
I like 95.3 as well. 95.3 is another good one. That's kind of pop as well. But
New radio station in Listowel called The Ranch Country
Oh.
Music.
Really?
Yeah,
You'll
What
see
number
me
is
on
that?
there.
like a 100.1 or something.
100.1.
Like that. Or 101.1 or something like
Listy.
that.
I bet Listowel loves like Jason Aldean and
I like
Yeah.
Jason Aldean.
My dad was
Some
telling me
of
about it.
Aldean's.
He's like, "Have you heard of The Ranch?"
You
like The Ranch.
make it easy.
Aldean's stuff in like 2010 was pretty good.
You. Yeah, like Night Train.
Yeah, I heard a
Come on,
guy.
baby,
Me and Jack
tonight.
were making fun of his new album.
Haven't heard it.
It's so embarrassing.
What do you mean?
The one song is Rolex on a redneck. Some about making money and put a Yeti on the back deck.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with you. Some of the song lyrics are just in like, how can we incorporate truck, farm, field, beer,
and like
and girls?
skinny jeans and
Yeah,
stuff.
and-
Ripped jeans, actually.
Yeah, in one song, and they do it.
Well,
Anywho,
Hardy's another good one, by the
or
way.
what were you gonna
Hardy,
say?
yeah, One Beer.
Yeah,
That's a good song.
how's that one go again?
One beer.
There's country music for
I
you.
was just starting with the title, but I didn't know it was after that.
One beer turns into a
two-
lit cigarette. 3 beers turns into a new beer buzz. What? That's a different one.
Yeah, no, that's the one I was
No,
thinking
that's not.
of. No, that's One Beer by Hardy.
One beer turns into a lit
I don't even know who
cigarette,
that
2
is.
beers
Turns
turns into
into-
3 beer buzz.
Into a 2-beer buzz.
To a 2 beer buzz.
3 beers turns into...
Something about a cigarette.
Yeah, it's a good song, though. Good song.
How's the first week back? Last week we recorded. It was we were all three off. Mm-hmm. It was kind of just the last.
Oh, that was the morning, wasn't it?
That was Monday morning last week. It was
Yeah.
it was all of our last days off until we went back, or I guess I went back Tuesday. You guys didn't go back till Wednesday.
Yeah.
Privileged. But yeah, how was kind of just getting back in the swing of things after the holidays for you boys?
I think we see how this week goes.
Right.
We had like
3
not
days.
even 30 hours.
I was
last
gonna
week.
say, like, for me, this is like the Monday for everyone, where it's like, all right, this is like pretty well, like, because most people had the Monday off last week.
Like we haven't had a full 5
So
day
now
week
now it's like,
in
all right,
like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I know, and like everyone's getting back into it.
Yeah.
And it's tough in the cold and New Year. It's like, what's next? Really to look forward to summer
Yeah.
and 4 months from now, but
Yeah, it's
There's a few
grind
things.
time of the year.
it is. Like sometimes it's totally hard to be positive on like a Monday like
Glass
this. when
half full
it's-
though.
Glass half
Yeah.
full, yep. And I do think about that actually.
Yeah.
Ever since we talked about it on the pod the one day, there is
trying to be-
definitely there's been more than a couple of times
Yeah.
where I've just been like, okay, glass is half full.
Hey, that's
I
good.
don't need to be mad right now. Glass
That's
is half
that's
full.
how we got to look at it. And we
Yeah.
talked about it that episode. We're both probably leaning more towards the glass half empty guys usually.
That's
Yeah.
that's PMA. You got positive mental attitude.
Yeah. Another one of my struggles, big time. Definitely.
Glass
Yeah,
half full.
Glass
sometimes
half full
it's-
though. Trying. Working
You
at
never
it.
want to be that guy that's just negative about everything.
No.
I'm sure we've all met those people. It's kind
Definitely.
of
Yeah.
draining.
I would never say we were
It
those
is
people
draining.
that were negative
No.
all the time, but
Like you could be like, man, this mic stand sucks. It's zip tied to a chair.
yeah.
Do I actually care?
Yeah. Yeah.
For me,
Good job,
it's
Dunc.
it's like the mood a lot. Like to start off the day, like sometimes it's hard for me to get into a
Mm-hmm.
mood where I'm like, okay, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to work, because you just, I don't know.
For sure.
I just you just don't want to do it some
For sure.
days.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some days you just want to lay in bed a couple hours longer
Yeah.
and then not go to work.
I find that goes away like 10 minutes after getting out of the. Like getting
Yeah.
out of bed is the hardest part.
Easily.
Totally.
Once you're
agree.
like dressed and it's like,
Yeah,
well,
then
I'm
it's,
out
then
the
it's
door
fine.
now, and
Let me tell you boys. Let me boys tell. I was really struggling to get that one out.
Yeah.
Let me tell you boys, waking up for 9 o'clock starts this past week
Yeah.
was weird. And it's not going to always be 9. I'm definitely gonna be starting earlier, but at least for like kind of the training time.
But like you were like leaving for work by 6:30 before, weren't you?
Yeah. I was like,
now, like,
I was
that'll
leaving at
be-
6:32.
is your like alarm an hour back, or are you doing things in the morning?
So a few mornings.
Yeah, how did this
so
go?
a few mornings.
Yes.
Yeah. So I got one workout in the morning.
Nice.
Not two, so I didn't
That's
hit my
fine.
goal
You gotta
last
start
week.
somewhere.
This week I got to get 2 mornings, but one of them was a workout. One of them I actually showered in the morning and
Wow.
like made like I always made my tea at home this morning too, or this past week I always made the made the tea. Not a coffee guy anymore, as I've talked to you guys about.
Yep.
So I made my tea at home every morning, which was that's why. And yeah, it was weird though. But then so I did that for this past week, and 2 of the mornings I snoozed the alarm a couple times and ended up sleeping until like 8:20, which is weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
That does seem
That would
way
happen
too
to me
late.
like 1000% though.
Yeah, I know, but I
too.
can't let that be a habit, or else I'll
No.
just like my waking up at 6:15. That was a grind. Will just turn into my waking up at 8:15, which will still be a grind, even though it's 2 more hours.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter what time you wake up. It's a grind no matter what time it is.
So I think this week I might try
You should aim at like 7:30.
7:30. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Because that's a good night's sleep still.
Great night's
Then you
sleep.
could go to
still
bed
have
at
like an
midnight
hour and a
and-
half.
7.5.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know, but sometimes I honestly feel, and probably not true. Maybe it's just in my head, but sometimes I feel when I get more sleep and I wake up, it takes me a lot longer to like get out of the grogginess in the mornings.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So
Sometimes it
something to
feels
stay
like it's
tuned on.
multiple hours until the grog is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Some of your decision making is just like, oh, am I
Yeah.
still sleeping?
for sure. Yeah, definitely.
But update on the first week.
It was good.
A new start with the
Yeah.
flooring there. How was it for you?
It was good. It's really weird, like learning a full new skill that I don't have at all, even a little bit. And it's like at the same company I've been with for 5 years, and I've only known one thing really for 5 years. I guess 2 things kind of, but both in the same department. And I just did a full switch, and I'm still going into the same place of work. So it's like, it's a weird feeling, like especially when I came back into the yard at the end of the days, and I was like emptying out the truck, and I'd see all the guys I work with every day for the past while. And it's just weird, and I've always been intimidated by change too. So it's like it's a learning process for sure, but it's going really well. It's going well.
It's good.
We've been there for 5 years.
Don't say we've. Don't say we've. I'm 5 years in this coming March
Okay, so
or February,
I'm 5 in
end of
April
February.
then.
You're not. You're not.
Depends who you ask.
You haven't even maybe. I don't even know if you've worked 365 days over that time.
Yeah, you would think.
To be fair, if you don't work every single day of the year.
No, but I mean
That's true.
over his 5 years, I don't think he's worked
maybe not,
equivalent to
because
1 year.
That's probably like a year and a half of full time work.
You?
No, just
if
for
you
you. For you, even 365 days. For like
Yeah. Okay.
any
Okay.
job.
Well, whatever then. However many days are in an actual work year.
Yes, I probably haven't worked there for a year and a half of full time, but minimum 8 months full time, minimum, plus holidays that I
What was your how long was your
Whatever.
longest stint there at once? How many months?
4 months. My
this-
my university summers.
Like May, June, July, August.
Yep,
Is that what it was?
yep. May, June, July, August.
And you did that 2 years.
Yep.
So 8 for sure, and then
I'm sure
it's got pretty
I think
spotty
the 1
after
year
that.
then I started and then left halfway through the summer. Mm-hmm. So really, I might even have like 10 months of full time,
Maybe.
and then plus all the other days after that.
All the other days. I don't
Wow.
know. Either way. Either
Yeah,
way.
5 years this April.
Congrats. And I'll
you.
see if they'll get you something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's that. So I'll every week will be something new, and January's kind of the training time, and then we'll see where we go after that. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited about it. Still the dream, and I'd tell anybody at Home Hardware this too. Still the dream is to try to be in sports media in some way, some way, somehow. I don't know how that is yet, and I haven't. I talk about it, but I do like look at stuff, but I haven't really put myself out there as much as I think I should if I actually want to try to find something in that career. So maybe we'll still look at that, but who knows? That's the dream though.
Oodles of jobs out there, you know.
I don't think that's true.
Well, maybe not for like certain things, but there's
Sports
like,
media.
well, maybe not for that, but
And that's the one I'm
there's
talking
jobs.
about.
There's jobs.
There's lots of jobs. There's not a lot in that one. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But we keep grinding.
Keep grinding.
One step at a time. Best players strive under the worst conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
they do.
They do.
And
They
that's what
always do.
that's what the Miami Dolphins did this past week.
Yeah.
That
I
might-
was going to
that-
say a little weekend update last
Great.
week of
Best Sunday I've had in a long
regular
time.
season football. Yeah. Sunday, you
Oh.
had some people over to your crib there.
Yep. Both of you
Obviously,
boys
it was
in
a big
attendance.
moment for you. Yeah.
Great moment.
Your third string quarterback
Yep.
going against
Got the
the
job
third
done.
string quarterback, I guess, for the Jets.
Eh.
But obviously better than your quarterback.
Yeah. He's won a Super Bowl.
Has he?
Yeah. With the Ravens.
Oh, right. Yeah, I always forget he was there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
where
that's right.
that's where he is, Joe Flacco.
That's right. But he's just, it feels like that was like
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah, and
minimum.
I truthfully don't want to talk about it that much on this one because I can't wait
We
to
won't,
talk
but
about it on
for
Wednesday.
For you, it was
A great Sunday. Great Sunday.
Arguably even Saturday for you.
Why?
Because you have Mondays off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see what you meant.
I just like to throw a little bit of a
Yes.
curveball in there. every
No,
now and then.
Of course, yeah. It was a great Sunday, which is my Saturday night. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
which is my Saturday. Yeah, I had the guys over. Josie was out doing something. All the girls were. So I think there were 6 guys over.
Yeah, a bit of a
Mixed crew.
viewing party.
Yeah, and a viewing party, and it was the most electric, like third, fourth quarters in multiple different games that all meant something to separate people. And people had some bets, and people had like obviously my team was going for the playoffs, but there was a Bills fan there, so he was cheering for the Bills. Great like the ideal football watching experience was what was had on Sunday, in my opinion.
And for those who know, the witching hour lived up to every second of hype.
Oh yeah,
If not way beyond.
Yeah.
For the 1 o'clock window there. Like so much going on. Patriots up, Patriots down, Steelers up, but then Browns get close. You guys tied all game absolutely no offense going on. Like, it was a heck of a Sunday.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And then the Panthers somehow pull a trick out of their ass and get a win too. So.
Which was almost one of the only negatives of the day.
Yeah, in a way, but always pounding, keep pounding. If the boys are going to keep pounding, they're going to end up with a win sometimes. So.
Yep, and they have to keep pounding. But if you want to hear more football talk, Wednesday night will be recorded Thursday morning.
Which will be a big one. Playoffs this weekend. The schedule's out. There's a lot of good games.
Yep,
So tune into that one.
Definitely.
Coming out late Wednesday night / Thursday morning.
And we got to throw the pigskin around yesterday.
Yeah,
outside. That's always
honestly,
the best.
man, that's like one of my favorite activities you can do is
it's the
just
best.
throwing a ball around with the
If
boys.
we could just have just a bit more stamina to keep going for a little longer, it'd be awesome.
No, just hunched over, huffing and puffing after every route.
Yeah.
But you keep going.
Yeah, you keep pounding,
going
always
and-
pounding.
Yeah, keep pounding.
Yep. Should we go into some power rankings, because we do have a draft coming for you
We do
guys
have a
after
draft.
some power rankings. So producer Dunk's got some picks, I got some picks, Poolsy's got some picks, and we're gonna do a draft of the worst things about becoming an adult. And
Are we doing that
No,
now, or are
no,
you doing-
after the power rankings. So you can get your power rankings song ready for us.
Okay.
And do you want to lead us off, Matt?
Yep.
All
I
right.
can lead us off here. All right. With the number 5 pick this week on my power rankings, we're going with the Detroit Lions. This is just complete respect for them for being mathematically eliminated from that from the playoffs, but still having to play that Sunday night game against the Packers. And they took down one of the goats in Aaron Rodgers. So respect to the Lions, and especially for doing that in Green Bay, knocking them out of the playoffs as a divisional opponent. That's got to be a huge highlight for that team. So congrats to the Lions.
Number 5 on my list, Connor Timmins, Toronto Maple Leaf Blue Line. He scored his first NHL goal Sunday night in Philadelphia. Now has 10 points in his first 12 games as a Leaf. It's a busy Leaf Blue Line where it could be hard to find ice time because they got probably 8 good ones right now. But Connor Timmins doing everything he can to be one of those guys. Shout out Connor Timmins.
All right, and next on my list here, we got the Seattle Kraken. The Seattle Kraken are 22, 12-4, third in the Pacific. They're in a 4-game win streak. They're in my power rankings this week just because of how they've been playing as of late. Obviously, last year they were by far the worst team in the league. Well, down there with Arizona. This year, not pretty well the same roster. Obviously, a few guys changed, but the Kraken are clicking now, and I think they did the right thing by sending Shane Wright down to the OHL. I think give him a chance to compete for another championship this year, and
Definitely.
I still believe Shane Wright could be an excellent NHL player one day.
Number 4 on my list, the Chicago Bears. They clinched the first overall draft pick on Sunday in hilarious fashion, we'll get into later. But if you're a Bears fan, the season couldn't have gotten any better for you. Fields looks like he could be a stud, and now they have the first overall draft pick, which they can do numerous things with.
Number 3 on my list this week, we're just doing a shout out to the NFL medical staff. Obviously, with what transpired last Monday night between the Bengals and Bills there, shout out to all the medical staff. In a way, they should definitely be getting paid more than the players for what they do, because you never know when shit like that happens. So shout out to the NFL medical staff.
Number 3 on my list is Scotty Hansen. If you are familiar with the Red Zone channel or DAZN, you get to deal with Scott Hansen every Sunday like we do. He's the Red Zone analyst, and he crushed it. The NFL does a lot of wrong as a league, but the Red Zone channel is an absolute hit and one of the cooler broadcasts there are out there.
Number 2 on my list, we're going to Kitchener this week for a local legend from the Wellesley area here, Dan Liebold. His 2000th OHL game is this Friday in Kitchener. He's been with the Rangers since '95. He's a Mem Cup champion, 2-time OHL champion. So shout out to Dan Liebold. 2,000 games is an insane amount of games to be at, especially with a lot of those being on weekends too. It's huge time commitment. Shout out to Dan Liebold for being one of the best in the game.
The GOAT, the absolute GOAT. Andrew Benintendi is number 2 on my list. He signed a 5-year contract with the Chicago White Sox in the offseason. But why he's on my list is because an article came out that made it very clear he did not enjoy his brief stint as a Yankee this past season. He was out there at the in the offseason. It's happy to see him put a horrible organization like the New York Yankees on blast. And you just love to see guys that hate playing there. Andrew Benintendi, shout out. I hope he kills it with the White Sox.
Yep. And number 1 on my list, we're going to go back to last Wednesday here as we were able to witness our country, Canada,
Thursday.
capture. Was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. My bad. As we captured gold against the Czechs. It was a hell of a game, a hell of a tournament. And this is also Halifax being number 1 with Team Canada as well for hosting an unreal tournament. The atmosphere, unreal in every game you watched. But shout out Team Canada. Arguably, just, I don't know, the way they talked about it after, like Duthie and all those guys in the send-off, Bob McKenzie, potentially one of the best drill juniors ever.
Number 1 on my list is the Miami Dolphins and Jason Saunders. As we talk about, the Miami Dolphins made the playoffs, and Jason Saunders got 9 of our 11 points. The other 2 coming on a safety. He clutched up when he needed to with the 50-yard field goal, and good teams win close games. That's what the Dolphins did.
Love it. Okay, there was one thing I seen. Someone bet that the Dolphins would win 9-6, and it was like a decent amount, like $20 or something, but it turned into like $6K.
Yeah.
And they lost it because of that safety on the last play of the game.
And a lot of people had just Jets plus 3.5 in that game.
Right.
Because that was the line.
Right. What was your second thing? Oh, the Benintendi thing.
Yeah.
So what was he saying?
I'll try to find.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, he kind of just like, he didn't say too much, but he did make it clear that he didn't like playing in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
I'll try to find.
Because that was a potential Jays acquisition there at the deadline last year.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he signed 5 years in Chicago. He's a great player.
Yeah.
So what did he say? It's fun to be. He's talking about with the White Sox. It's fun to be a part of something where you're desired, where you're wanted.
Wow.
What else did he say? From day one in the offseason, there was communication. There was constant interest throughout the entire process. And meaning there wasn't, like, the Yankees didn't give him the time of day, basically. They just used him for a playoff run and said, see ya.
Yeah. And Connor Timmins, the next great Leaf blue liner.
Yeah, but like I actually think maybe not this year, because they do have studs back there, and it's going to be hard for him to even get in a lot of times. But I actually think he could be something that is looked at as like a top 6 next year.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they got him for nothing.
Yeah,
they got him for Curtis Douglas, which I like. Dougie. Yeah,
he was a big boy too, like 6'7".
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah, and
we had him on Shell, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. He's got. I saw something today, and this is why Connor Timmins now has 1 goal, 9 assists in his first 12 games with the Leafs.
Yeah.
10 points in 12 games, great.
Yeah.
Curtis Douglas has 4 points in his first 8 AHL games.
AHL, yeah.
So,
yeah, looking good for us there.
Dubas gets shit on for some of the moves he makes, but I mean, some of these little ones too that have gone a long way.
Was he was a Sault Ste. Marie?
Yeah, Greyhound.
Yeah.
Like all the guys that come.
It is hilarious though.
Sandine was one.
It does seem like that happens once or twice a year with Leafs, just like bringing a guy that has that history.
Yeah, I know, it's funny. I don't like, at some points it might even be a coincidence, but Dubas knows his guys, so he goes and gets them.
Yeah, and just like speaking on the HL or the OHL level, wow, some whopper trades. Did you see the one out in WHL?
Yeah.
It was 2 guys got traded for
Ostapchuk.
4 players. Yeah, Ostapchuk being one of them.
Former guest.
From Team Canada there, and former Chump Talk guest. And the return was like 4 first-rounders, and then like another 6 picks with like a bunch of seconds and thirds in there, and like
It's crazy.
Wow. Wow. The trading in the WHL, imagine like going from the GM of that
CHL.
to going to the CHL
Yeah.
to the GM of like obviously like the next level. Like
Yeah.
you would have to look at your draft picks so entirely
yeah.
differently.
Don't you think the OHL is where we need to go manage a team then with those trades?
Yes.
Like we'll be looking.
For sure.
We would fall in love with a player and like we'd need to have him for a playoff run. It'd be like, okay, we can probably afford to give our 5th, 6th, 4th, 8th. From this year, and we'll give them our first from 3 years down the line. Who knows if we're even going to be there then?
Yeah.
It's just like how we'd manage be a GM on NHL.
Yeah.
It would be disastrous.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy to me that
We'll start with Junior C because we're going to be running the Jacks at some point.
yeah, true.
Start
Start local and then
Yeah, I
Do
think
you
so.
want to do that?
Well, we need some people out before
yeah.
before we go in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Before I would.
Well, there's
but-
no obviously current job openings.
No, definitely not. But I mean, before I before I go
Consider.
in. Yeah, before
Before
I.
you take the next
Yeah.
step.
But someday we talked about that. We're kings of Wellesley basically.
We have a very good GM
And-
mindset. We always have.
We
Kings
also
of Wellesley.
we have an in with the we'd have an in with the mayor too. So events would
True.
Yeah.
Events
Future
would be-
mayor,
yeah.
producer Dunc.
be yeah.
We'd fill that new arena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'd get asses in the seats, no doubt about it.
It would be a purely entertainment
Yeah,
league.
the intermission shows would be off the charts.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd have smoke machines and lights and
We'd be the type that we do like a competition where you like shoot it from center ice.
Yeah.
And you got to get in that little crack in the
Yeah.
net or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like $10,000, but we only have like. We have like $500 or
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah,
we're still just like doing this in
Yeah.
hopes that
Yeah.
and no one ever hits it.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
That's the type we would be
Mm-hmm.
for sure. But OHL teams, Junior C teams, let us know if you need the
Yeah.
void for some.
AHL,
GMs.
ECHL, NHL, whatever.
Yeah.
like we're open to
We'll take any leap.
we're open to going. Yeah, if there's anyone that takes a leap, it could be us. It would be us. Yeah. Dunc, any other plans for your campaign for mayor? Just like things that you're a Wellesley guy. You're in and around Wellesley every day. You live here.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see stuff like maybe there's some sidewalk cracks or
No,
what's next?
We're changing the rule about parking on the road. I think it's till like May.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
no,
No, not.
it's
It starts.
if there's a snowstorm, it's in effect.
That would be your new rule.
I don't know. Yes.
I think
if the
yeah.
roads, if there's a probability of snow plows needing to go out,
I would even go as far. Well, I guess they're trying to prevent snowplows having to stop their job. But I was going to say, like, if the snowplow actually is affected by a vehicle, that's when the ticket should be like given out. But I guess they're trying to.
something better than how it is now, because it can be 10 degrees overnight and no precipitation,
And they can
you
still
could
give
get
you
a $40 ticket.
Yeah.
Which there was one morning last year. We went outside and all three of our
All three of
vehicles.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you weren't in Wellesley yet, I don't think, and I wasn't.
No.
So we both stayed over and all
It's
three of
tough.
us tickets in the morning.
It's a tough way to start the morning. We just going back to talking about how tough it is to get up and get her going.
Yeah, and then you see
You go
that.
to the car and see that. It's like, all right, well, I guess I'm working for free for a little bit today.
Yeah, well, you got to pay for your sins, though.
Yeah. Someone's gotta.
Yep.
That's it
Okay.
for right
That's
now.
it.
But
Yeah, maybe
more to come.
Yeah, maybe. Well, as this podcast keeps going, we'll keep asking you, and maybe just like write some stuff down if you see some stuff around Wellesley that needs to be changed, and you can let us know.
Okay.
We do have a draft to get to.
We do have a draft.
We might as well go right into that because we it's something that kind of comes up in conversation with all of us because we all kind of entered the moving out of our parents' house kind of all like
Within a few
years
or
each.
so.
And then we're all going through life at very similar stages.
Yeah.
So we talk about it. So we're going to do the worst things about becoming a grown-up.
Yeah.
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 And yeah, I don't know. It's when you're young. For me, I looked forward to being a grown up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
was like, oh, I can't wait till I'm just
But
like
now look
25
back
I can
and,
do my
like,
If
own
I could
thing.
be 10 years old again,
Looking
or
back at just like
13 or something.
Yeah.
parents drop me off at your house and we just have a full day of like playing backyard sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's-
I know.
And then you go home and like
eat supper.
supper's ready for you. And then you go to probably the Xbox or the TV and
Yeah.
you hang out there for a couple hours. You go to bed and you do it all over again. Mixed minor hockey and minor sports in there.
were
Oh my
simpler.
gosh.
I know.
Times were very simpler.
I know.
Very simpler. That can't be correct.
No.
Much.
Much simpler. Much simpler.
There's no doubt that it is much simpler.
Quick odd person out to see who goes first in the draft. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Ones or twos?
Ones or
Yep.
twos. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Dunc.
Dunc, you're first, and then we'll
And then
go.
you choose.
Yeah. Do you want me to go second or Matt?
Matt.
Okay. Matt
Okay.
second, then I got 3 and 4. And we're snaking. We're doing 4 picks each.
First overall is tough.
You can pick the whole order if you don't want to go first.
No, I'll go first.
Okay.
Monthly bills.
Monthly bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have said paying bills if I had first overall. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
paying them sucks,
Just-
but just
yeah.
like they just.
They
I don't know
never
about
stop.
you guys. Mine come in about like the same kind of period.
And there's
Like
like
the same week will be boom, hydro, water, internet,
Yeah.
insurance.
and then maybe
Property
Are you
guys.
more talking the actual act of like doing them, or just like the how much it sucks to see
Just
the money go
having
out?
them.
Because
Just like-
there's two like
When you get like 10 maybe bills a month that all say your name on it, and you're the only thing taking care of those.
Yeah. True.
And then bam, your phone
think
bill hits you
monthly-
in the face too.
Exactly.
Your Wi-Fi now, like
Yeah.
what?
$60 like
And then subscriptions.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think just saying monthly bills kind of covers that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
That's
fair.
good first pick. Good first pick. Matt, you're on the clock.
Okay. Wow. With the second overall pick and the worst thing about being an adult draft, I'm going to go with. I'm just trying to find the right words to put it in. Basically, deterioration of your body. Not deterioration though. Like I more so want to focus. Well,
Just soreness.
there's multiple ways you can go because like
General
your
soreness
body,
of
your
the body?
is sore,
Yeah.
but also like another thing that I want to hit on. I think this is gonna end up being 2 separate picks, and someone else can take it. I'm not going with the one that you guys are talking about right now. I'm going with the expanding of your body.
Okay.
Like
dad bod
yes,
type deal.
like you're just
Your metabolism
putting
is
on weight.
is not as good as it used to
yeah. I'm gonna put metabolism / weight increase.
be. Okay.
Crazy.
Like I get
Metabolism decrease, weight increase.
metabolism / weight increase.
Yeah.
You know,
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, no.
so we'll say that because it will get taken at some point, whether it's by me or one of you guys.
What? That's your pick.
I know, no, but
Well, don't
I just
say
wanted
another
to
pick.
separate it. No, I had to separate it.
Well, okay.
Yes, but I already talked about it, so I'm not going to repeat
Okay.
myself.
like
perfect.
I would have been fine if you just said health decline.
Yeah, I would have been okay with that. too.
Yeah, but that's
Almost-
just like we have
Okay,
to get more
but, hey,
specific.
let
or
him do it. He wants
we have to
metabolism
get more
slash
specific. Or you could just be like,
weight
you
increase.
could say anything.
I would feel
It's a hilarious first pick.
I would feel bad saying health decline because
Your
you know,
health
we're
doesn't
still-
decline.
Well, yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's exactly like
They say your peak is 25 to 28 physically.
that's what
Oh,
I'm getting at. That,
I don't want to hear that.
that viewers who may be double our age or
Yeah.
listeners might be like, these guys.
True.
Yeah.
I'd love to be 25.
It's
True. There will be people listening to
true.
that, thinking that
But,
right now.
Like you think you're
And we do respect the older people. Like we know you have it worse, but like also at age 25, we're we haven't necessarily
we still
gotten
think
smaller,
we're
you
yeah
know?
we still think we're young and can dive around and stuff.
Yeah.
At least they know they can't do that.
it's true. It's true.
all right.
And That's
Go
okay.
ahead, Brady.
Metabolism / weight increase.
Yeah, I got it on the board.
I'm going with taxes. Taxes are once a year they're worse than anything. And even if you're the type that pays somebody to actually do them for you, like I am, like Jill and I are, we send them off. But because of with our house we rent out upstairs, we have all those kind of bills too. And no matter how hard we try to keep our bills and all the paperwork we need in order to send in for taxes,
it's hard.
every single year there's something we're missing that would have came in the mail that just got misplaced somewhere.
Yeah.
That we actually just recently got a filing cabinet, like within the past 3 weeks. So that's gonna hopefully be a game changer. Because then hopefully just everything that in the mail comes that even looks important is going right in that thing, and then we can sort it all through. But taxes, every year it just turns into a stressor for us at least.
I agree with that.
And then
For
to
me
go
too.
with that, property taxes are part of that, and paying those property taxes. You're
true.
like, oh, you're gonna make me just pay 3 times a year, 4 times a year, whatever it is, to own a house.
You could even argue the taxes you pay on your weekly paycheck.
Everything.
Yeah.
Taxes. Yep.
Yep.
Taxes do
I
suck.
like that.
Taxes suck. Oh yeah, I'm the back to
And
back.
it seems absurd. Like I got all of us. Like if you get printed pay stubs and it shows your year to date, if you see the total,
Yep.
and like
Yeah, I don't like seeing it.
there's certainly higher tax brackets than we're in. It's
Yeah.
like, this is absurd.
It is. Yeah.
Like, okay, I guess I use roads and stuff, but like,
Yeah.
and
know.
then you do that like my whatever a year just on income tax, and then every single thing you buy is like, oh well, I'll actually take 13% of that too,
Yeah. Yeah.
just because income's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your bills pick, Dunc? What was the wording on that? Your
Monthly bills.
Monthly bills.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
taxes is different.
Yeah,
It's not a
definitely.
bill.
No. My next pick. I got another one here, and I'm trying to make sure it's not in the same umbrella as yours, but
Okay.
inconvenient timing, or there's a word I'm looking for that I can't think of, like a unexpected bill that comes up basically. So like something in your house or
Yes.
like something in your house just randomly craps out, and all of a sudden you're got to
Unexpected cost.
unexpected
Expenses.
unexpected expenses.
Yes, that's a good word.
Unexpected
like your,
expenses.
Washing machine breaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Great, $800.
or you buy a house and realize you need a new septic system a year later.
Yeah.
Something like that. I couldn't imagine.
Couldn't imagine.
That would
no.
suck.
Couldn't imagine.
That would suck a
No,
lot.
that would be not good.
Yeah, so just dropping money into something that you weren't planning on,
Yeah.
you couldn't plan on, and you likely don't want to because it's something that's not that flashy, but you need it.
Yeah, I did eavesdrops recently.
Same last year.
It's like
That one, at least
this
though, you
isn't
get
fun,
at
but
least there's a little facelift with that one. Like at least it's something you can see.
mine are like they're not because it's the same color. Or it wouldn't match the rest of the soffit.
So nothing changed too much with yours.
Other than it doesn't drip down and
Yeah, well that's huge.
And I feel like
That would be such a tough one to pay for.
Eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know you did it too.
The whole house last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Which ours was a little different because we literally, like, the downspout going down was broke off almost everywhere. So the water that was landing on the roof was just
squirted
literally
all over the
just
walls.
going everywhere. Yeah. So that was a very needed one, but
I like that pick.
And but that one was okay because that one was like we knew for a while we had to do it, so we were kind of like saving up. But I'm talking the ones, where something just like breaks and you got to do something about it within a week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
unexpected expenses. Feel pretty good about those two picks. Taxes and unexpected expenses.
Yeah.
I think you guys are gonna beat that.
That's debatable.
It is my turn now.
Oh, it's mine again.
Yeah, it's man. It's a
Oh, yeah,
snake
that's-
draft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I'm fine though.
This one will definitely probably more so relate to maybe the male crowd just a tiny bit more on this one. I personally will do anything I can to avoid doing this. Going to the grocery store for like not
You
just
don't,
like
yeah, I was
your
gonna-
local Pims for like 3 or 4 items, but like
So
your
you'd say grocery shopping.
Grocery shopping, like a full grocery shop.
Yeah. But does that like
Grocery shopping's
say
a-
enough about
Definitely.
No, like going down to Pims and buying something
Yeah,
for like
that's not grocery
3
shopping.
or 4 things is fine.
That's not grocery shopping in
Yeah.
my
but
opinion.
like when you got to like drive somewhere and spend an hour in the store and then you ring up $250.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Like I
Yeah.
hate that.
I don't count
Hate
going
that.
to little stores, just
No,
picking something
okay.
up. That's
Okay,
not
I was
grocery shopping.
gonna pick that. It was queued up.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that
'Cause-
makes me feel better about it. I was getting nervous about it.
No, I
I-
hate driving. I go to No Frills.
Yeah.
Yeah, spend an hour. Just yeah.
It
It's
is.
it's hard.
It
It's
does
so
suck.
boring. You spend money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just.
I
And
pers-
that's when I feel like an adult.
Yeah.
I'm in the No Frills
Yeah.
alone on
Yeah.
a
With-
Monday night. There's like
Debbie and
yeah,
Denise,
Judy.
and,
yeah.
Carl.
you know,
Karen's
yeah.
probably in
Yeah.
there
Timothy
yelling at
and-
the
Yeah. John.
customer,
Yeah.
the student working
Yeah.
there.
And Dunc. Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho,
And this young punk.
I get pretty lucky with that one, not gonna lie, just with how it works out with us. Jill would definitely like me to do a little more of that, and I should. But we just with where we work, she's surrounded by them, and I'm in a town that doesn't have one, and I go home to a town that doesn't have one. So I do get pretty lucky on that one. But I also do
Yeah.
agree grocery shopping sucks.
Shout out to the ladies because we're in
Yeah.
the same boat there.
Yeah.
I can't say I actually have been to a grocery store since I've moved to Wellesley, but previously I had to do it. So that's when it sucked.
Definitely.
There's just never a good time to do it either. Like,
Yep. Definitely.
Connor, you're back on the clock.
Back to back even.
okay.
We're doing 4, right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick making supper every night.
Cooking.
See, I don't know if that'll resonate because there's people that like to cook.
What
but
about cooking several times a day?
Well,
cooking-
when has Dunc done that though?
No, but like in a way though, as an adult,
Yeah.
like you don't
Like
eat once a
meal.
day.
Yeah.
constant meal prep or meal making, whatever?
Constant meal making.
Constant meal making.
Yeah,
That's what you want your
Yeah.
pick? Okay.
I think that sounds good.
it's sometimes never ending, and
It does feel that way.
and there's times where I'm real motivated to make something nice. You might spend half hour, 45 minutes in the lab, and then you sit down and eat it in 12 minutes.
You got to get those Hello Freshes. I've told you this before. No free ads, but they actually, if you do need to have a night where you got some time, and it still sucks, but they help you learn some new things. And some people do like cooking. Like I know you live with a wonderful lady that
I've
enjoys.
always enjoyed cooking, but
Yeah.
I don't really do it that much more because Taylor is just such a wizard.
Yeah, she's a wizard in the kitchen. But yeah,
I'm not, so maybe this will ring true for
Yeah.
people such as myself.
But like, what's the like we're not going to get into the financials with this company, or that's just telling them way too much. But like, wouldn't it cost way more for a meal to get it delivered and have everything hand
That's
packaged?
what I always thought.
yeah.
bags.
It's not a cheaper option.
But like, is it still like okay, or is it like
it's not.
expensive?
I would say it's closer to expensive than cheap.
Oh, okay.
But it's like but if you're not buying groceries that week then,
right.
so like you don't
Right,
like it
right.
literally gives you every ingredient you need for it.
Right.
You don't need to have
I
anything.
have seen them before.
That does
but-
sound good.
Yeah, they're nice. So the only thing about them that'll get you sign up for a monthly subscription. I told you about this, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, you sign up for a monthly subscription with it, and you get a little cheaper if you do it. Like you sign up for a whole year or whatever. But any week you don't want it, you just have to hit skip, and you don't get charged anything that week.
Oh, okay.
So Jillsy's good at remembering to skip.
yeah.
The one time she forgot was this past week, and it happened to be right after a grocery run. And when we had meals planned to cook the next 2 weeks, it was the worst timing it could have been. We already had meat thawing for
What
cooking.
was it?
What did we get?
Yeah.
Well, it
Like
was
you got a meal, like a week worth of meals.
3 days.
Okay.
3 days, like three meals.
Yeah.
So it's,
Did you cook the thing up?
I got to cook the last one tonight still. So,
Okay.
but the first one was almond crusted chicken, and she didn't pick if you don't pick what you're getting to, they just send you anything.
Right.
So we got almond crusted chicken, which was actually amazing. And
That does sound good.
I'm gonna try to actually make it myself sometime. Just to like the chicken breast came and you crushed up the almonds and the breadcrumbs and whatever, and you fried them up, and it came with the zucchini. That's what I chopped the
Oh,
zucchini.
yeah.
Wasn't
Made
sure
one.
what that was all about.
Yeah, made one of the cooler.
Just for anyone wondering, Brady cut about a foot long worth of zucchini
Yeah.
cut up into slices.
Yeah,
straight down the center.
yeah, because it said on the HelloFresh
In
to
the
cut them
video.
into moon shaped. So I cut them in the circle and then chopped them. But yeah, and then tonight's homemade burgers I'm making. So,
Ooh,
we'll
nice.
we'll
Nice.
see.
Yeah, like it. Dunc, you're back on the clock.
Yep.
I want to pick something, but it's hard to put into words.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. It sounds mildly depressing, to be honest.
Okay.
Well, it's the
We
name
can talk
of it is
through it.
worst,
We can talk
worst
through
part
it.
about being an adult.
Go ahead. What were
Just
you?
like realizing there's not waiting on retirement, but just the fact that there's nothing else
Yep.
expected. Like,
So like
Whatever
nothing to
I-
look forward to.
it's like no,
No, I know.
No, I think I
do-
keep talking through it. I think I kind of know where you're going. Give me a little more here.
Like
it's not like you
looking
know,
forward to what's next.
yeah, there it like
Like, are you thinking more for work? Like, and I think about this too. It's like, wow, like,
What's the next big thing I'm looking forward to?
but that's not
if
work.
This is what I'm gonna do my whole career.
Yeah.
Like, what do I have? 30 more years?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we got to figure out how to word that. But like, if you're at a company that you're planning on staying with, or even if you're not, yeah, am I really going to be doing this for another 30 years?
So
More, 30 plus.
yeah,
You know, with the odd long weekend here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah, and then of course some odd long vacations or
should we just say accepting work
No.
until retirement?
you could just say the grind of the grind of a full-time job isn't
True.
even, that's not like
That's true.
Full-time grind.
Full-time work grind.
no, the grind of a full-time job I think is good, because like a lot of, I know I like when you're
Yeah,
when,
that's a good pick.
It's
when
just
school's
like,
officially out of the question for you and you're realizing like,
this
okay,
is it.
it's
This is me.
we're working.
Yeah, like
It's like, yeah, okay, full-time grind, here we go.
so first
No more summer
probably-
holidays.
First, probably like 20 to 25 years of most people's lives is like, well, got to get done public school, then high school, and then after that college or whatever you're into,
Yep.
or
Yep. Travel
like I finished
around
my
maybe.
apprenticeship
Yeah.
about a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Here we go.
We're done, I guess.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
This is just it.
And the real positive people in the world would say, keep pushing for more. Keep your sights high. Maybe look for other things, or not necessarily even look for other
and
things,
it's
but
not
like,
that I want to. It's just like, well, we're done learning. I guess. I don't know.
I
Not
think
done
where
learning,
I
but
think where a lot of people would get
Yeah.
in get in a rut in life, and I've definitely been there too. Is like,
it'd be if you hated your job.
well, yeah, that's one thing for
if
sure.
I hated my job, I think I would have the ability to quit.
But I think a lot of people don't hate their job, but they just accept their job.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yes.
like,
Yes.
okay, you know what? This is what I'm
I
I'm expecting. And you don't hate your job. Like a lot of people would actually say like, no, I don't hate my job, but
Oh, yeah.
would they be loving to do like a lot of things other than
Would I
that?
like to professionally fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's obviously unrealistic dreams too, and there's like the NHL is obviously not a real dream.
It was at one point.
Yeah, but,
yeah,
But like that's an easy sports example. But yeah, I think it's just accepting the
Yeah.
job, because I think a lot of people would be like, you hear people say they don't hate their job, and sometimes you're like, maybe I bet you do, or it seems like you do, but I don't think they actually do. They just accept it.
So, are we changing the word lingo then?
No. What did you? What?
I have the grind of a full-time job.
Yeah,
Full time. Yeah, sure. Yep.
the grind of a full-time job. I think that's a good pick. Was that
And
your?
I don't care who you are. There's good days and bad days.
Oh,
yeah.
no matter what job.
No matter what you're doing.
Don't take that the wrong way.
No, it's
No.
it's just the truth of it all.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do a little review after we do the third round here. I'm up again. I'm going to do. This is kind of a weird one, but the one of the worst parts about being an adult is everyone around you is also older. There's like more entails to like I guess your like parents or your grandparents or whatever, like because. You know what I'm saying?
Not quite.
No,
Like
not
the
yet.
worst part about being an adult is that you're not young anymore, which means you're older, which means everyone else around you is older too.
Oh, like, yeah.
So
you know, like let's say like we used to play like catch with our dads or something. But let's say like now our dad's arm isn't what it used to be, and he can't throw a ball. Like
We're attacking dads
just
in this.
it's
Everyone's just aging.
I feel like I'm butchering this pick here.
No, I know
but,
what you mean. Like,
but you know what I mean? Like the fact that everyone like it's like, oh well, you know.
I think I kind of get what you mean too, but you got to shorten that thing.
like time's kind of not running out. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
No, but
You get old. How about getting old and the people closest to you?
Are also getting old.
I don't know how to.
Yeah. How do you word that? I had it in my head, and then I thought about it again, and then I forgot the proper word lingo.
I'm trying to help you out here.
No, I know.
I don't like.
Get-
but your buddies like.
I don't understand why that's a bad thing though. Is what I like.
Really?
Like if I'm getting old, I also want you to be getting old.
No, okay, no shit.
What do
It's
you
not
mean
about
then?
us. It's about the people that maybe are like more so nearing their end of life or something.
Yeah, like your grandparents.
Like,
maybe
let's
in their
say, like,
80s or
When you were
Oh.
15, your grandma was 60.
Okay,
But
yes.
now you're 25,
right.
and your grandma's
Yes. Okay.
70.
So I didn't know you were
whatever.
going. I didn't know you were going.
No, that's what well, I'm not saying like death.
Well, that's kind of what I'm hearing.
I'm just, but like,
yeah, people are.
I do see what you mean there.
That's what I
say.
But just the fact that like, oh, I'm 25 now, which you know,
You could say loved ones aging.
I don't know.
Loved ones aging.
Does that kind of encompass what you're after?
I don't know, Dunc.
Aging of friends and family.
This is. Now I just shot myself in the foot.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Like the note that I have written down here.
Okay, what'd you write?
My word for word.
Yeah.
Everyone else around you has aged.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely get like.
The older. What about this? The
I don't mind what you wrote down.
The
Yeah, definitely
older
what you wrote
people-
down has been
yeah.
better than anything you've said.
Okay, really? I should have just said that right off the
Yeah,
hop.
I think so.
I don't know why I tried to change it as I was saying it.
What was it again? What'd you say? What'd you write?
Everyone else around you
Aging.
has aged.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is aging.
That's definitely
Yeah,
the best
people
way.
will understand that if
Yeah,
I think so.
Everyone's
else-
The
aging.
way I look at it,
around
like
you
maybe a different
is-
example that doesn't, like talk about someone being like 90, because obviously when
Yeah.
someone's 90, we kind of know what's maybe in the
near future.
in the near future.
Yeah.
right, most people
But-
don't live to be 100.
But maybe
yeah.
somebody that maybe when you're 12, say there was somebody in your life that was 20 at that time,
Right.
and you looked up to them a lot and got to spend time with them because they were just 20, maybe like a family friend or something.
Yeah.
And then when you get to 20, all of a sudden that person is 32 with a couple kids and you never see them anymore. And it's just not
Right.
the same as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely people like
Oh, yeah.
that you never see.
There's lots of people.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll just pretend that went smoothly and Gribs, you're on the clock.
Yeah. This is tough.
That was awesome. I'm going to go with I'm just pretty generic, but it's one that is probably the biggest struggle in our
Dishes.
household. No, keeping the house clean.
Yeah, that's
Keeping the house clean and
So chores, house chores.
Well, but like
Okay, keeping the house clean.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's other chores that could be picked.
Keeping
Keeping the house clean.
keeping
tidy.
Keeping
your residence clean.
keeping your residence keeping your living space clean.
Yeah, living space.
You can
I like your board again, and I should have. I had keeping.
but I just
keeping
want to
organized was gonna be one I was gonna. Just because I.
Yeah.
And once again, that's. Some people are better at than others, but
yeah, definitely like
just like general.
Jill and I growing up, we were both like the type of people that our rooms never were the cleanest in the
No.
world. So when we went to
We could never
we
share
share
a
that.
floor.
We share that gene.
yeah, you don't act like yours was good as a
No,
kid.
that's I'm saying. We
No,
share that.
no, him.
Oh, okay.
I know yours wasn't, and I know mine was, and I know his wasn't, but I don't want you to act like yours was.
Sure.
Maybe it is now, but I don't think that's because of you. But yeah, it's just it just, and we live in a tiny, like in the basement apartment too. So and we don't have one closet in our house,
Right.
like not
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So that makes things like I'm more of a tidy guy. Like I can kind of get things tidy quick, but they're maybe not actually getting clean. Like it's not actually
you
like
ain't mopping the floor.
I'm probably not mopping. I'm probably not
Right.
dusting, and I'm probably pushing stuff to the sides to open up the middle lane for people because then they can at least walk.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keeping the house clean has been a major struggle of ours.
It's a battle.
Yeah,
It's a
it is
huge
a battle.
battle. Sometimes it's the last thing you want to do, but like if
Yeah.
you're not going to do it, who's going to do it?
Yeah, I forget who I was
Mom and
talking.
Dad aren't going to do it.
No,
No, not
Ah,
not at all.
well,
No. Well, if you want to get yelled at for an hour, where anything you say is the wrong thing.
oh, that's good. So keeping the house clean is, and then my last pick to finish off.
Yeah.
Or yeah, should I say? Well, we can just say what we all got after. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, we'll see what we got.
Keeping the house clean, and then I'm gonna say
You have.
I got 3,
Yeah.
We're doing 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got some time here, Dunc. 2 more picks till it gets to you. I'm going with we might have to shorten this a bit, but it's not too long. Learning to coexist in a small place with a significant other or a roommate. So learning how to live with someone.
What about
That's not like your parents or
Yeah,
siblings.
learning how to live with someone that's not family, but they might be family now.
with?
Like a wife is.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, the same thing happens for people that just move in with a roommate. Like for me, it was moving in with my wife. For other people, it's like, and I know lots of people that's moved in with a buddy, and then it's like, oh, this is tough because maybe he sucks at doing the dishes, or
Yeah.
he's the dirty one, or
If you said living with others,
yeah, learning to live with others.
yeah.
You can just put that. I'm good with that. Learning to live with others because like it's obviously, no matter how much time you spend with somebody, when you go to live with them, there's things that you catch up on or pick up on that you would have never known about that person, no matter who they are, no matter how much time you spent with them.
Yeah.
Like if we've pretty much lived together, but we've never actually like lived in the house for like been our permanent residency together in the same house.
Right.
If we did that, I'm sure there would be. Oh, I know we'd lose at each other. We do anyways, but it would be.
Oh yeah.
There'd be lots of things we'd just be like mother effing each other about.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure there would be. For sure there would be.
It would be like a reality TV show, I think, if we lived together.
I know.
It would get deadly.
Yeah. Keeping up with the chumps.
Keeping up with chumps. That's good. So that completes my board. I can read my
Yeah, read
full
your
board.
Read your board.
So I go taxes, inconvenient. What did I say?
We decided unexpected
expenses.
Oh.
And then keeping the house clean and learning to coexist, or what do we write there? Learning to live with others.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coexist is actually decent too.
Coexist is like definitely how I'm thinking about it, but learning to coexist with others. Put that.
It
makes me sound smarter.
It's in pen, but
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's in pen. All right, Matt's last pick. Let's see what kind of adventure
Yeah.
we go on for this
I
one.
kind of already got it written down, but the word lingo is not good on it.
Here we
either.
go.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is not being able to hang with friends with no responsibilities.
Basically,
like now, like to hang out.
yeah.
Maybe I should have said hanging out with friends. No, the worst part of good. No, that's not the worst part of
Seeing friends less.
Seeing,
Yeah,
it would be
yeah.
seeing friends less. But like in a way, you don't necessarily see. Well, you would because you don't have like the minor hockey.
Basically,
aspect
what you're
of it.
trying to say is
Like, you always,
hanging out
like-
with someone isn't your own choice all the time. Like,
Well,
and not saying someone else is making that
More
choice
so
for you,
that,
but
even just like how hard it is, because like everyone has
Yeah.
responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone else
like to
is
hang out
busy
with
too.
like.
do you want
let's
to
say you got
change
a group
just
of 4 or 5
to
boys.
getting busy?
Seeing friends as often.
Because I think just people aren't ready for how busy they're going to get either when they become an adult. Like maybe you're busy as a kid, but you don't actually have to remember to be here at this time or leave here at this time or get this at this
True.
day.
The busyness of the adult lifestyle.
There.
Sure. Yep.
The busyness of an adult lifestyle.
Wow. All right.
I like it. We found it.
My 4, number 1 here, metabolism / weight increase, grocery shopping, everyone else around you is aging, and the busyness of the adult lifestyle.
Yep.
Sure.
That's wild.
Damn.
That is.
I already had bad feelings about this one, boys. But like,
Yeah.
I know that my draft is the best. It's just
Right. It
I
always
don't know any way
is.
to
It
explain
just never
though.
wins.
I have won at least 2 or 3 times.
Let's see how Dunc takes
Dunc
us
with the
home here.
last overall selection.
Take us home, Daddy Dunc.
Take us home, Donkey Roads.
This is hard.
Take us home, Dunky Roads. I like that. Dunkery.
Dunkery.
Dunkery Roads.
Dunkery Roads.
Hmm.
Don't worry,
I
it's
want
not
to
like
say
it's just
something, but I
audio.
don't want to pull a Matt, and it's just 10 out of 10 confusing. Okay, no. Learning to figure out everything on your own. Just anything. Not like what's coming to mind is like setting up your utilities.
Yep.
Like you
Learning adult responsibilities.
Yeah.
if you're lucky enough or whatever to get a house and you're like
Yeah.
I forgot about my water for a while because when I moved in I wasn't using water.
Right.
It was getting billed to Anna, like the previous residents. I had to call Regional Waterloo, and it was this giant debacle. And it was like, doesn't this happen? Just yeah.
Yeah.
So
All this stuff, government stuff, is often the worst.
Yeah.
yeah, government
Just
stuff
like-
is the worst.
It's like, oh, I
But,
need to change
also-
my address.
Also,
That
to go
is-
along with that, though, Dunk, you were blessed with the handy genes. For guys that aren't so handy, it gets even worse when you own a house and little things come up like, and you're asked, "Oh, can you fix this?" And then you look at it and you're like, "I
I'm
don't
not
even
sure.
know how to start
yeah.
to fix this thing,
Yeah.
or even begin to."
So should we saying learning adult responsibilities?
That's a little vague.
Yeah, I guess.
Figuring it out on your own.
Figuring it out on your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just say that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my
Yep.
there's a hole in my wall
Just
here.
just write that. Figuring it out on your own. I think that's good.
Or like, even if you're not handy, something you might do at some point is paint.
Yep.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
how like that ain't easy.
No, and it's
No.
not fun either.
No,
No.
you gotta
There's-
figure it out on your own.
And
There's
we're-
no one there teaching me how to paint.
No.
Definitely
Like,
not.
well, I seen someone do it for like a little bit, so
I actually had to take my drain apart the one night to snake it. Here I am FaceTiming my brother at 11:45 on a Wednesday night, trying to learn how to take apart my sink.
Why'd you choose to do it that
Because
late?
it was becoming more of an issue, and we weren't home that night. We got home later,
Okay.
and it was a
and it
pretty
just
big
wasn't
issue.
drained.
And it wasn't draining like at all. And we didn't have this like.
Did you just
whatever
have a
they're called
snake
under this,
handy?
like the safety thing.
Oh,
no, I got it from my dad's.
Okay.
Like a day before. Yeah, we didn't have a trap. Yeah, it wasn't how it was supposed to be. So I basically had to take apart the entire. Like our kitchen sink was hooked up to nothing at one point
Mm.
because I had to take it all apart. Do you think I had any clue on how to do
No,
any of that?
I wouldn't.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
My brother's like half asleep on the couch. Just, are you kidding me, Matt? Like.
Yeah.
11:30 and I'm like, I gotta get it done tonight.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me. The one few week before Christmas, I was just sleeping as you do, about like 1 a.m, and I hear this awful grinding sound
Oh.
from the furnace. It's like, don't tell me the furnace just broke, just like grrr. It was pretty bad. So there I am down in the basement in my underwear at 1 a.m, middle of the week. Luckily, it was just like a little condensation pump, so it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like greased up a little piece of pipe that sends it over to the
Yeah, but
sump
see,
pit,
Dunk, even you saying that, if I went down there, I wouldn't have even
yeah.
like what
Well,
I would have
got
looked.
lucky because I seen it was obvious what happened and I knew how to disconnect
yeah.
it.
Okay.
But stuff
Yeah, I'm
like
sure it
that,
was
it's
obvious.
like-
I would have got that for sure.
So, did you say your final four?
No, but I will. I've got monthly bills, constant meal preparation, just the full-time grind,
Yep.
and figuring everything out on your own.
That's not a bad draft board.
Not bad.
Not
Not
bad at
bad.
all.
We'll put it together, put it up, and we'll see what people say. But we've been kind of going along here. I got some homemade burgers to make. I'll send you guys some snaps, let you know how that went.
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
wait to
sure.
see 'em.
I assume it'll go well.
I don't doubt it.
I've been
You're
feeling
pretty good. I'll give you some props.
been feeling
you know
pretty
what
good.
you're doing in the kitchen.
Been feeling pretty good lately in there. I got some. You know how I told you guys I tried those potato chip things last week?
Oh, like
I
just
sliced them
thinly
real thin,
sliced.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
and try
yeah.
to make them crispy like potato chips. So I heard my wife told me that Boston pizza, you know, the cactus cuts they do, how they make them spicy is they soak them in jalapeno juice.
Oh, really?
Really?
So I had two jars of jalapenos and I dumped them in a bowl and I sliced them up real thin today.
Yeah.
And now they're soaking in jalapeno juice.
Damn, dude.
So I'm gonna try to.
That could be
I'm gonna
deadly.
try to fry them up either tonight or tomorrow. But
Wow.
that might be good.
Yeah, dude, give them a day. Do them tomorrow.
I actually really want to. I actually think an air fryer would be best for them.
Yeah.
So I might borrow one or maybe bring them to. Maybe I could even
Maybe
bring.
we make them next recording.
Well, I don't think they should be soaking for a week in there.
Well, you got an air fryer if you need one.
Yeah, but I mean, like some night after work, or so I should bring them into work someday.
Oh, yeah.
And bring them over to one of your houses and make them
Yeah.
after.
Well, you
Yeah.
can bring them here if we make lots.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think there's that many, but I just want to see how they go. Anyways,
Yeah, you got to try it out.
great episode. Thank you.
episode.
Thank you to anybody that's listening. We hope the start of your 2023 is going as expected. And remember, glass half full, people.
Always keep pounding.
Always keep the glass half full. Peace.
See you.